just need to like vibe. Yeah, basically.
Over left there. I love the way everyone's so silent. Yeah. About doing a video. All right. So we are off to Ireland. Come on, guys. Yo. So yeah, we're at the airport.
We're going over for the Rob Spray Festival.
Yeah, right. Yeah, LZ Festival. Yeah, I'm not that good. Right, so we're just walking through the airport. Gary wants to get beer already.
Yeah.
So yeah, our plane's not for another hour. So we'll see you in a bit. You probably can't see, but we are delayed till 22:05. So we're still in the airport. He looks happy. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots of people still waiting for the flight. Yeah, so sucks. Means we're going to be flying in late, but never mind. So see you soon. Check in the passports and stuff, yeah. Yeah, boy, we're going. Time to get on the plane. A bit late, but we're on it. No way.
More morning. How are you enjoying Ireland?
Man, Ireland's been awesome. We've been here for 3 days, and the amount of great people we've met, the amount of awesome cars we've seen, and the love here is real. I've got the biggest smile on my face this whole trip, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you guys that's out here today.
Well, of course, you'll be here tomorrow performing with all the rest of the boys, but we're going to take a little step back. We're going to watch the action for the rest of the day. Guys, one more time, give it up for Adam LZ! All right, guys, he's going to put the car in the pits. We're going to send you back up to Ian and Eddie in the tower. We got 32 guys wanting to be in the top 5 today. Who's ready for some battles?
Session is Bagsy in that 1100 horsepower GTR running gear Nissan Navara. It is the Nissan Navara R, and alongside him, the one and only Darren McNamara in that incredible Audi Quattro. Behind him, we've got 2 more Darren McNamara cars. We've got the A86 driven by Sultan Al Qasimi. Alongside him is Darren's incredible sprint engine powered PS13, Eddie.
Following then is the 2 Falveys, Connor Falvey and his father Tomas. 2 guys ready to put on a show for the Irish fans. Wade McKeever in the borrowed car. Stephen Halferty coming through from yesterday's competition. Behind him, Dylan Garvey looking to put on a show here. Enda Lyons showing what he was capable of yesterday. We've got Tomas Kiley, we've got Blaine Rafferty, Darren McElroy's here. Jack Shannon in that borrowed V8 S14. The list goes on. Connor Shanahan in Luke Parker's GT86. The guys from No Origin are here. Jimmy Oakes is here in that borrowed 13 from Judge Kevin O'Connell. We've got Alan Hines here. We've got Lee McFadden here. James Lee, Becky Evans, this already. Take over, give me a break. It's just insane.
Yeah, behind him we've got Phil Morrison in the Driftworks 8086 alongside him Charlie Hume. We've got Martin Richards and Tess Whittock alongside them. We've got Sam from Night Ride in the Drift Games MX-5 alongside him Maxi in the PS13. We have the one and only Luke Beacon, Ryan Morton's R32 Nissan Skyline, Colette Davies in the Drift Games C6 Corvette, and behind them we have Kevin Quinn, the Quinn 74 S15, and last but by no means least we have the one and only Adam LD in the Quinn 74 S15 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a stack top 32 the best drive.
They gave me a seat, but I am on my feet and I'm not going to sit down for the rest of this. Take it in, guys, because you will never ever see the likes of this. Just look at the machinery that is on display. Look at the drivers that we have on the grid. Look at the celebrities. Look at the crowd at Mondello Park. The weather is here. The atmosphere is here. I don't know how I'm going to contain myself for this one.
Eddie, I don't think you have to contain yourself. I think everybody here, everybody at home, everybody around the world that's watching, they want us to blow the roof off this place. They want our drivers to blow the roof off this place. And they will do, Eddie. They will do, because they've already been putting on a show just for that super lap.
So as the drivers get out of their car and take a moment to breathe it all in, guys, Mondello Park, can you make some noise for your top 32? It is heating up in here. I can feel the goosebumps already as the drivers make their way up the grid, and we are going to have Dave Egan have an interview with some of these drivers, because you know what? We came to see them drive, but we also came to hear from them. What a grid we have assembled here in front of us, the likes of which we may never, ever see again.
It is an honour. It's an honour to be here, right?
It's an absolute honour. I mean, look, when Dave Egan gives you the call, it's an honour. You know the answer is going to be yes, no matter what it is that he has planned, because it's always going to be special.
Well, here we go, the last few drivers making their way down to in front of the grandstand to where Dave is. And I know you guys have been shouting all day, but I'm not going to feel sorry for you, because me and Eddie, we're going to roar all day. One last time, before we hand down to Dave. Mondello Park, make some noise! Hey, Dave, looks like you got a pretty stacked grandstand down there and a pretty stacked driver grid.
We have an incredible driver grid down here. I'm just going to talk to some of the people that have never been in Mondello Park before. I'm here with Jimmy Oakes. Jimmy, also a nice impersonation of my, you're wearing my race suit, my gloves, so you came prepared this weekend. You're having fun. Have you seen anything quite like this before?
Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is my first time coming out here and seeing all this, and I'm impressed. Very impressed.
Guys, we give a big Irish welcome to Jimmy Oakes! All the way from the UAE. Why do you just keep building silly cars all the time? I didn't even know this Corolla existed until this weekend. You rock up and it's an absolute insanity. You're back in Mondello, Sultan. How do you feel?
Absolutely amazing. I haven't seen this Corolla either. So thanks to you, you made it happen. And it's brilliant. So far, so good. We're going to send it into Adam tonight.
Yeah, so you're up against, what's the guy's name again? Adam LZ. Yeah, so good start to the show. Good start to the show. All of our Irish drivers are here, guys. Give it up for Dwayne McKeever. We got Tomas Falvey. We got Connor Falvey. I'm just going to say, Connor, you're 14 years of age, and here you are standing at the biggest car event in Europe. How are you feeling right now?
I feel like I'm ready to wake up and go to school. It feels like a dream.
The funny thing is, you do have to wake up and go to school. Good luck with that. As you can see, guys, there are so many personalities on this grid. I'm just looking through everybody here. We've got the best in the best. We got some up-and-comers. And we got Connor and Jack Shannon. Connor, something special happening here today.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We thought the crowd at Drift Master was incredible, but I think this has gone up a notch again. It's a credit to you and your team for pulling this off, and everybody who put in a lot of work to make this event happen, and everybody coming out today. I can't wait to get some doors and put on a show in front of this crowd.
So what he said, Jack, I'm going to translate that, was he's way better drifting than you. You're useless. He said he's just coming here to beat everybody. You're the borrowed car this weekend, obviously. You're saying you're putting it on doors. You having fun?
Yeah, it's been good fun all day, to be fair. Like I was saying to you this morning, seeing this crowd for practice alone before the battle is absolutely insane. Like, I've been coming here for nearly 10 years now, and this is mind-blowing. So
it's pretty mind. We're all a little nervous. Don't remind us. We got a lot of very cool drivers here this weekend. We got the boys from Low Origin here. So apparently there was a piece of gravel on the track earlier and you guys couldn't go past it. That was why the line was poor in qualifying. Was that what it was?
That's absolutely what happened. Completely stuck on a single grain of gravel.
You guys have the best excuses of any drivers like we've had in Mondello Park. Insane stuff, guys, as we went through. Doing it for the ladies this weekend. We got 3 ladies on the grid this weekend. Give a big round of applause to Becky Evans. Becky, you haven't done much competition. You've watched enough of it, but today is a little different, right?
I'm telling you something, I've got a newfound appreciation because, do you know, if that was me out there that just crashed and I was the first person going over to speak to me, I'd have told myself to go away. So I'm sorry, James, for Drift Masters. It's a massive event, delighted to be here. And if there's any girls out there that want to start drifting, trust me, you're going to crash, get back in the car and get on with it, lads, and have a go.
Guys, get up for Becky Evans. We've been here before a few times, but I don't think we've been here with this kind of a level of event. James, we're here for technically a fun event, but this is going to be pretty serious on track too, but I can see the angles you were pulling. You're having a good time out there.
We're having an amazing time. How can you not have a good time when you have this much support at home? I love driving at home. Mondello Park has blown it apart again. And we're just having fun, putting on a show and trying our best. So it's amazing. Thank you all for making the effort coming out today and yesterday in the bad rain. Irish fans are the best.
Guys, give it up for the one and only the machine, James Dean! We got Phil Morrison here. Phil, it's been a while since you've been out here. You brought back the 86 and another thing that we'll see later on, maybe. You're having fun, all smiles all weekend.
Absolutely. I can't believe how good it is. This place is like Glastonbury with drift cars. There's so many people here. Everyone's absolutely loving it. It's brilliant. Loving every minute, mate.
Well, have fun. And you're against this guy? You'll do fine. You'll do fine. We got Martin Richards here all the way from the UK. He's usually the party guy on the grid. But actually, this is the first time we've had a couple side-by-side drifting. This is how you work out your differences, people. You go out on the track. You guys have a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, this is awesome to be here. There's a certain vibe about this event, even just arriving yesterday. It's just something different, it's spectacular, it's amazing, and having this crowd is just awesome, so it's gonna make us send it.
Do we concur?
Of course, definitely.
Guys, get up for Tessa and Martin all the way over from the UK. Got Charlie Hume coming up from BDC. Now this is a big moment because this young man here has never even competed in a drift event before. You came over from Poland, we fooled you into thinking it was just a practice day, and here you are on the toughest grid in the entirety of Europe in a borrowed car from Josh. How you feeling, Sam?
Yeah, I was sitting in my car back then, I was like, what am I doing here, man? All of these amazing drivers, the great car you gave me, getting used to it, and first time in Ireland as well, and I'm absolutely loving it.
So the guys from Night Ride are a little bit nervous. You know what's good for nerves? A good cheer. Guys, give it up for Sam from Night Ride! Here we go. Here he is. So we've had a couple of moments in this place over the years, Luke, and it just brings something special every time the vibe. You've come all the way from Australia with a broken rib, you broke a car, and you're still here ready to send it.
Yeah, that's about right, actually. I didn't really break it, it broke.
So are we going to hear the usual confidence of you're just going to take everybody out, or are we going to chill today?
I'm a bit chill. I had to change cars last minute, so I'm trying not to hurt myself, basically.
We'll see how that holds up. Guys, get up for Luke Fink!
Can we just say that Chill Luke is weird?
Chill Luke is weird.
It's just very weird. I'm still not used to it.
So I was just saying, not only is this the first time, we got 3 ladies on the grid here in this top 32. So all you girls out there, these are the ladies charging forward. And you've been driving my car all weekend. Awesome runs. Colette, how are you finding Ireland?
I'm having such a good time. This is an amazing track. We have an amazing crowd, and thanks to you, I'm also driving an amazing car.
Are you gonna have some fun out there? You gonna put on some doors?
I am. I'll be honest. I didn't realize I was a part of this competition until you told me like 2 days ago. So to be here with some big names in motorsport, I'm just excited to put on a good show for you guys.
Guys, give it up all the way from Florida for Colette Davis. And I've got a little surprise for you, but we gotta go this way. So we have one man that we spoke to 8 weeks ago, and we had a little idea, a very small idea. Let's go to Ireland, make an event, see what happens. Then it escalated and it snowballed, and here we are in front of the attendance record broken in Mondello Park. But I'm setting you up a little bit, because I'm putting you on the spot, because I'm gonna ask you one question. We wanna do this bigger in Ireland next year. And if these people cheer loud enough, are you gonna say yes? But I'm gonna let you decide after the cheer, right? We're gonna take a little photo. Just, you know. Okay, grandstand number, okay, 1 we'll say. Can we please get on our feet? Can we please stand up? VIP grandstand, can we please stand up? New grandstand, can we please stand up? Every single person in here, uncross your hands. We are going to put a noise in this place that they've never heard since it was opened in 1964. Mondello Park, make some noise! So I guess the question is, can we do it again?
Sure.
Give it up for Adam LZ! Adam, this is a mind-blowing event. We've had a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun for the next couple of hours. We're going to put on a hell of a show for these people. How are you feeling right now?
I'm excited. The first battle against Sultan, you know, I feel like he kind of knew this was going to happen because conveniently enough, we were at the club yesterday and he bought our table 150 shots. And we're all feeling a little bit now, so I'm going in the battle. I'm a little tired, but I'm ready to have some fun.
A sneaky tactic, Sultan. He bought everybody drinks last night so he'd try and win the event. Okay, so guys, as we do always here, it's customary in Ireland, we're going to just rise and stand, everybody here, for the Irish National Anthem. The time for talk is now over. All of you guys are going to go out there and drive some ridiculous machinery. Get in your cars. It's time for Top 32. Eddie and Ian, this is going to be wild.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, wild it is. And it's not going to stop there because it's going to be wild the whole way through. Eddie, I think them cheers by the end of the day are going to be so loud. Everyone's going to wake up tomorrow with no voice.
You know what, Ian, I don't think we're going to even have to ask for cheers because, I mean, look at the spectacle that we have in front of us. You could not dream this up. And you know what, we have a 14-year-old boy going into school tomorrow. How do you go to school after standing in front of an audience that big and hearing that big a cheer for you? And it's only going to get better.
It's only going to get better. He's going to wait to go to school tomorrow and he's going to be the coolest kid on the block, that is for sure. Those guys are going to absolutely, well, they're going to wonder if his dad is a superstar as well, because he is on a stage full of superstars. And I mean, like I say, he's going to be the coolest kid in school, Eddie.
He's already the coolest kid in school, but you know what? We've got a lot of cool cats on the grid. We've got family. We've got relationships on the line here this weekend. Could we see people breaking up?
Well, I hope not, Eddie. I hope it doesn't get to those stages, but I tell you what, I am super excited to see what is going to happen. These guys are now going to roll out. They're going to go down to the back of the grid, and we are going to get ready to kick off this top 32, where who knows what's going to happen, because in that break, Dave Egan said to me, oh, by the way, you and Eddie don't know all the secrets that I know, and that you and Eddie, well, you're going to be surprised with what I come up with.
Yeah, well, look, as far as we're concerned, all we can look at is the top 32 bracket and go from there. But what happens in between, Ian, is anybody's guess. I don't even think Dave Egan knows I've even heard rumours that Adam LC could have a part to play in this, and he could decide what happens here today.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Those two have been planning this for the last 8 weeks, and you know what? They've been putting their heads together. They've been coming up with some cool ideas. So nobody could guess what's going to happen. And anybody could throw anything into the mix at any time today.
Yeah, it's going to be unpredictable. The only thing that is predictable is that the LZ Festival has been a roaring success. Small patters of raindrop, and
your heart skipped a beat.
It certainly did, but it is back to normal service has resumed, and the sun is back shining here in Mondello Park. And as the drivers make their way back to the grid, I'm gonna jump ahead here because we already know that James Dean is going to take part in the very first battle. He was the highest qualifier with that insane 100-point run. But Ian, can you guess who he's going up against? In the top 32, none other than Phil Morrison. I mean, 10 years ago, if you got a final with James Dean and Phil Morrison, well, one of them is going back into the pits here after the top 32, and one of them's moving on into the competition. Who's it going to be? Well, I wouldn't want to be brave enough to try and guess it.
You know what? I wouldn't be brave enough to try and guess it either, Eddie. But we haven't got to try and guess it. We're going to find out in a few moments' time. We're just getting the last guys off the track. And Kevin Quinn, Adam LZ, just having some fun there, doing some donuts out in front of the grandstand.
So, and I'm hearing Dave is back down in front of the grandstand. Dave, you've got some action for us.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to let these two cars go out inside without explaining what... Jeez. So we got two very interesting vehicles here, two that have taken a very long time to build. I'm going to speak firstly to Bagsy, and then we'll come to... So Bagsy just woke up one day and said, I'm just going to put a GTR engine in a Navara.
You know, lockdown happened, we got a bit bored, we had a load of workshop spare time, so I was like, what better to do than use the engine that came out of our Nissan GTR drift car and put it in a truck.
So, some people here won't know this, and you guys won't know this at home, so what's the situation last night where you wanted to go to the after party in Nace and you didn't have a car here, and then you decided to drive this to Nace? Can I get a yes or no on that?
I drove to Nace twice because all my friends didn't have a lift.
So is it true that you drove into the middle of an Irish town in this and then decided to absolutely smash the anti-lag in the middle of that town?
I can confirm that the guards will also confirm that I did that as well.
Is it true that the guard said, what age are you? You replied and he said, act it.
He asked me how old I was. I said I'm 35, and he was like, and you're still doing this shit?
So we haven't seen this car here in Ireland before, and we're going to give you just a couple of runs around to hear this, and everybody here to hear this car. Thank you so much for bringing it. This car is obviously GTR engine, GTR subframes, gearbox, steering wheel, everything. So it's not much Navara left.
I think just the doors is the only thing we ever mess with, but yeah, pretty much everything else is Nissan GTR suspension, the gearbox, the engine, wiring harnesses, just about everything is either slightly modified Navara or just fully Nissan GTR R35.
Who wants to hear it? Who wants to hear this 1100 horsepower Navara go around Mondello Park? Probably not Mondello Park, to be honest, but we're gonna do it anyway. Bagsy bringing this thing over from the UK. It looks so cool, right? It's the coolest looking Navara I've ever seen. He's gonna start it up and take it for a spin. He's gonna take it out on the track. This is gonna be very loud, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like loud cars, probably not the place for you to be if you don't like loud cars, but this thing is pretty loud when he puts the angry map on. Ian, Eddie, what do you think of this thing?
Well, Dave, as you know, I know this thing very, very well. Eddie, your first impressions, you first time see it this yesterday?
Yeah, blown away, absolutely blown away, and I heard the sound of the anti-lag. I only saw it in the videos, I wasn't there to see it live, but it sounded crazy in the videos, so I'm hoping we get a little bit more anti-lag when this thing is warmed up.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's going to do a few laps warm it up, but then Bagsy's going to flip on the anti-lag. He's going to go all the way up to the start line, he's going to rip it all the way back down again. This thing...
Whoa, is he going to drift this?
I hope not, because I don't think I've got enough spare hours to fix it again. Me, Sam, Corbin, the team from SP Motorsport don't have any spare hours to repair it. But yeah, this thing, ladies and gentlemen, 2 years in the making. Eddie, it was a lot of hardship, a lot of people involved in this build, but what a phenomenal piece of kit.
Yeah, incredible, Ian, and I can only imagine the hours that you've put into this car, and I know you've done a lot of the work on it. It's almost like a third child for you. This has to be a little bit nerve-wracking for you to see this come in over the hill at Mondello Park.
Yeah, well, I think he might have bowed out of it. I think Max has gone down there and said, that's enough, that'll do. After the guards last night, and I think he's a little bit scared to drive it, Eddie.
Yeah, and some of them are here today. The traffic corps have made their way in. I wonder, did he think, do you know what, Dave's gonna make me drive this, but he can't peer pressure me if I'm way up ahead on the start line.
Hey, that's a good idea. I think that's what he's done. He's gone away from Dave and said, Dave's not going to scare me into doing that. Dave, you're with Darren McNamara, who has built probably one of the most insane Audis I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Although, to be fair, Darren, it took you long enough that it was nearly the 80s when you started building it. But you've been building this car for how long at this stage?
I think maybe 8 years, I think.
So 8 years, it only dynoed last week. It made 700 horsepower. It's got a full Nissan suspension underneath, but it also has the Audi 5-cylinder. Very similar to what would have come in the Group B rally car, right?
Yeah, exactly what would have come in the Group B rally car. It's been a real challenge to try and get it together, but at least finally I can stop answering the question, when's the Audi going to be ready? So it's ready.
Can we just... We talked about it before, we filmed it before, can we just get in the car and just send it around Mondello Park now in front of all these people? I know it's been a long 8 years, but I want to see this thing take some abuse.
That was the plan for sure. I don't think you might have noticed that we have a lot of cars here this weekend, and we put a huge effort to get here and have all the cars motoring. I think I'll die if I send this over the hill the way it is right now, but I can certainly make some noise and maybe do some donuts for you guys and stuff. Next time for sure, we have a lot of effort to do and get this thing handling.
All right, guys, who wants to hear Darren start this up, do some donuts in the only Audi Quattro drift car in the world? Darren, take it away. He just said, I hope it works. This has not been tested. He has not done a lap of this track or anything. We want to see exactly what's happening. Ian, Eddie, what a machine.
Dave, what an absolute piece of kit. I was admiring it yesterday when it turned up to the track, and this is what I was waiting for, Eddie. I was waiting to see Darren McNamara doing rings in this thing.
Yeah, and for a moment there, Ian, I thought he was going to head up to the start line and actually come in over the hill with Bagsy. But I guess we have something to look forward to for another day out. But yeah, what a machine. I mean, you take a look into the Group D garage today, and there's just 3 incredibly impressive builds in there, and this one is just an absolute showstopper. It's been worth the 8-year wait, and I know Darren, I'd say, is absolutely delighted to be able to put on a smokescreen here and put on a show for the drivers or for the fans here in Mondello Park.
Sure has, Eddie, and you know what a testament to the guys at Group D for their work, as now Darren's going to have a little spin around the loop here at Mondello Park. What an incredible piece of machine. Mondello, give him a round of applause. Darren McNamara in this incredible Audi.
This is the stuff you only see at the LZ Festival. Darren McNamara. Guys, give it up one more time. 8-year build debuting this weekend. Darren will be back out in the battles very, very shortly. All right. We got some more surprises for you later in the day, but Mondello Park, you still with me?
Marshall, Mondello Park, are you ready to go?
They get a little tired, Eddie. They need some excitement. They need to see someone drifting. Well, you guys are in for a treat. Here we go, off the line. James Dean to lead out Phil Morrison for the first battle of your top 32. Through the gears down, and Dean, a big initiation, fires the car through that first turn. But look at Morrison hunting him down as they transition into outside zone 4. Dean to the fly, Morrison of James Dean, they transition back up onto the wall, goes Dean into the outside zone. Morrison looks for the door, absolutely glued to James Dean across the line.
Well, what about that? What a way to kick off the top 32.
Morrison to lead out James Dean, and James Dean already hunting down that little orange Corolla. Big flick initiation for Phil Morrison. They come flying through inside zone 1. Wow!
And here comes James Dean down the inside. Just like we spoke about. Morrison now switches it onto big angle as he comes towards the wall right in front of the grandstand. But where's James Dean? He's tucked inside door to door as they cross the line. Mondello Park raised the roof for Phil Morrison. and James D.
Wow. You wanted a show?
Ian, call the backup commentators because we are not.
They come over the hill, and Lee McFadden absolutely fires in over the hill. Clinical lead line so far from Lee McFadden. Josh King losing his ground. Looking for the back bumper, looking for the side of that 180SX. Lee McFadden on the wall as he drops out of the outside zone across the line. Go Lee McFadden and Josh King.
Yeah, Josh.
Going to be Kevin Quinn to lead out Connor Falvey. 2 S15s, but look at this from Quinn. Absolutely fires in over the hill. And Connor Falvey, a little wavy in the background, just can't hold it. And now makes it up on the door, and Kevin Quinn absolutely flying into the outside zone. Picks up the front once again, Connor Falvey with him, but scrappy. It looks like he's handing Kevin Quinn a 10-0 now.
Yeah, I think struggling just to keep that car.
The 2 Monster Energy cars absolutely screaming down the hill. Fires in, Bagsy, big gap already opened up. Test now, shallows up the angle, trying to catch up with Bagsy. Bagsy fires in, that V8 supercharged. Make the transition, looks for Bagsy to set that car up. Bagsy fires into the outside zone. Tess can't seem to keep up, can't seem to claim back that lost ground, and across the line they go. They certainly are. Dwayne McKeever absolutely ripping as he fires that car, and Jimmy Oakes fails to initiate, struggles to get that car going as Dwayne McKeever absolutely nails that
Yes, car issues for Jimmy Oakes, and he completely shuts it down. A little bit of fun in the car he's never driven before.
Well, he's going to feel the pain from Dwayne McKeever, that's for sure. Nice initiation this time as Jimmy Oakes absolutely nails it. Gets that line dialed, fires it to the outside zone, sort of picks up the trouble line early. Goes wide, fires, continues to drift. He gets overtaken by McKeever. McKeever on a flyer as Jimmy Oakes tags the wall. Can't finish the run. And Jimmy Oakes unfortunately puts himself. Big initiation from LZ, but look at Sultan, Eddie.
Yeah, biggest run that we've seen from Sultan so far today. He's coming down. He takes it to the meat, but he keeps it in it, stays in it, and here comes Al Qasimi as they throw it down into the final sections, onto the wall go both drivers. Mondello Park, make some noise. Oh, big gap opens up as they come down the straight. Al Qasimi a little bit wide.
He's way wide, and he leaves the transition way too late. And he goes through the line. Opens the door for Adam LZ as Adam LZ transitions, puts the S15 inside the outside zone. Now looks for the side of that Corolla as he gets on the throw across the line. Mondello, make some noise!
What about that? And you know what? I feel as though Al Qasimi pushing that a little bit.
Wait for that flag to drop. What way is it going to drop? Adam LZ takes the win, goes through to the top 16. But guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the last time we're going to.
Let's break up the action a little bit. Phil Morrison, he got knocked out of competition, went and brought back his Lambo. It's a V12. He manually converted this car. He converted it from 4-wheel drive to 2-wheel drive. Put his own gearbox in the throttle body and manifold on it. Whoever thought we would see this in Mondello Park? So Phil, this is just for fun, right? Just for fun. So we're gonna have a little talk about this car because it is so wild. Are you guys all familiar with this car? You want Phil to talk a little bit about it? I think Phil should explain it. What's up, buddy? Did you just put earplugs on to drive this car?
I have to, honestly.
So talk us through, if you had to describe this car in 10 points, talk us through it.
It's basically a road car version of the Murcielago race cars of my favourite era of racing, so 2000s GT1 Championship. I just wanted to make a road car that looks as cool as that and sounds as cool as that.
So this is converted to rear-wheel drive. You did your own independent throttle bodies on a V12.
I did.
You then had to take a Le Mans kit, which doesn't have Lambo doors on it, and make Lambo doors work.
It does have Lambo doors on it, but they don't work. They're carbon fibre, so they're really lightweight. We obviously had to have some crash structure, all the boring stuff like that you need on a road car.
And do you drive around at this road height?
Yeah.
There's something very wrong with you, Phil. Has anyone told you that? We're all here for you. Just to stand around and say, how long from buying the car to it being like this has it taken?
I owned the car for 2 years to start off with and did some sort of more basic mods, if you like, and then it took 3 years to build it to this what you see here.
And obviously, like, you've spent 3 years making it absolutely perfect. You're not going to come here like and just, you know, light up the tires for our amusement. I mean, that would just be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, to be fair, you are from the company called Driftworks, so you got a reputation to uphold.
I do, and also my mate Dave keeps bullying me into stuff, so...
I am not bullying you into this. I am not suggesting that everybody here make loads of noise and Phil like rips this thing around. I am not suggesting that, Mondello Park. No, stop, don't get louder,
I just want to say one thing. This is less power, less amazing than most of the drift cars that you see here. Don't expect magical things. It's got 0 steering lock, but it has a nice sounding engine and it will still rip the tires off. So,
who wants to hear this V12 at full chat? Right, Phil, put your earplugs on. We're going to have some fun. Eddie and Ian, what a machine this is.
I mean, Dave, where in the world would you go and find one of those? Eddie's just standing here trying to get out the tower to go and buy it off him.
Well, when Dave asked everybody to make some noise, I was ready to scream down the microphone.
Look at this, Eddie. Unbelievable. Phil Morrison, ladies and gentlemen, Mondello Park, make some noise! I mean, Eddie...
Ian, I'm like a small child the night before Christmas here.
I have no words right now, no words.
I mean, what are we witnessing a Murcielago spinning in Mondello Park? I mean, this thing is insane. Absolutely. Phil Morrison, madman, bringing it here, put it on a track and just rip it around. Lighting up those tires. Guys, give him a round of applause.
Richards won't want to go home early. That Driftworks Nissan Skyline R32 through the gears, down he comes, and left. Adam LZ left on initiation now as LZ starts to make up some lost ground. To the side of the Driftworks R32. LZ still in the fight as Martin Richards takes it to the wall. Looks for that final outside zone with Adam LZ on the back bumper.
Yeah, not sure what happened on the start line. Did Adam LZ get caught a little bit? He went for
Martin Richards, the hand drops. Who is going to take it through to the Great 8? The final spot awaits. Martin Richards falls into line, but look at this from LZ as he absolutely rips away. Now he gives Richards something to think about as Adam LZ fires across the circuit. For that F15 and Richards falls out of position. LZ, wow, on the wall as Adam LZ a point to prove as he crosses the line, Eddie.
Well, if there was any doubt about the ability of Adam... Oh! Body panels flying off, hitting the car, and LZ Richards throws it onto the wall. There's Adam LZ closing the gap as he loses a small bit of ground now through the final sections and they cross the line. Ian, what happened there on entry?
Richards in a wonder battle. One more time, what will we see this time? LZ absolutely flying, Eddie, as he fires that S15 in. Yes. Martin Richards can't hold on, Eddie.
No, he can't. The door. LZ throws it towards the wall. Spoiler off the wall, but look at Richards, aggressive, door on door, and as they cross the line, Mondello Park let loose for Adam LZ.
Right, we've left the track, all in the little hire car. Steve's driving, Jess in the back, Nick, and then Gala. So, did everyone enjoy themselves? Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to miss the top 8 battles, but we got a plane to catch, so we're going to catch up with that probably tomorrow. yeah, so on our way home, so over and out, and head home to England. Say bye.
Bye bye.